Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Shield. And I'm going to say, like, I'm sorry that I'm sorry that it's been so long since I uploaded any videos whatsoever. But to be honest, I'm not going to apologize about it because, like, what a weird way to start the video. Sorry, I think this is like going to be one of those like real videos where you're just like, there's going to be no veneer, no sheen. There's just going to be like straight talking is what it is. And like what I was going to say is like I'm not really sorry at all because I know it was like the right thing to do. Oh, he like beat off Raihan in no time. Once I got my head on, I can't even see him. Where's he talking to me from? It's like Hop is talking from within my mind. At least I'm safe inside my mind. There he is, and he brought a tall, dark, and handsome with you. And you never stop nattering on through the entire battle. Pretty different from the champion. But your strength is genuine, as proven as from the dragon badge you won from me. Okay, so his mouth looks really weird here, because I can't decide whether it's like an open mouth with no teeth, whether it's his teeth but they just look pink, or whether it's like weird pink lips. So it's like, you decide. Who wins? You decide. Listen up, you two. Battle your way through the Champion Cup tournament to face Leon. One of you ought to. I reckon I'm still the favourite to win, but I'm up against my true rival, Harry, who doesn't care. So I'll ring out every last thing I learned during our battle with you, Raihan, to beat him off as well. So get a move on, Harry, the train's waiting. Come on, ride the train. It's like weird, like Raihan pose. It's weird because he's like such like a masculine character, like he's like sexy masculinity, and then he does this kind of like somewhat feminine pose. It feels like we've been here before. It's like this is such like a nice kind of yeah, it like totally like echoes the start when we were first setting out on our journey, and now they're like, oh, we're almost there right at the end. We've almost reached our goal. We've both got 8 gym badges. We've been through trials and tribulations. Hop is like getting a bit too close for comfort here. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be one of those videos where I'm like, where it's like real time, because I was going to apologize and then I realized, you know, why should I apologize? Because the thing is, it was like the right thing for me to do, I guess. It's like a wall made out of snow. Yeah, no shit, Hop. Come on, Harry, into the cupboard now, Chip, is what it's like. I believe in myself and the Pokemon on my team, and I know we'll get loads stronger. So I'm off. Bye-bye, Hop. See you later. I'm just gonna walk around the snow in my fashionable shoes. So yeah, I don't think I should apologize, because for me it was like the right thing to do, just because, you know, I think it was like after that last recording session I was like really not happy with it. Here's like shiny, beautiful, sparkling blue moonlight Yuna. But you know what, I'm just going to run because I don't need to fight this thing. Like, I think it was like after that last recording session, I just wasn't really happy with it. It was like well no, it wasn't that recording session, it was like first there was like the session before, where I lost the recording. Dr. Graham is scary. Where like the recording didn't happen for, for the battle against Piers, and that kind of like pissed me off, to be honest. It kind of like demotivated me a little bit. And then like I just wasn't really happy with that last video I did, the one with the I wasn't really happy with that video I did, like the last one, because it just felt like, you know, when I was like, while I was doing it, and when I was like looking back at it and recording, I was just like, it was like, it's like she's just not that into him, or whatever, what is that? Oh, Calm Mind. What an extra animation for Calm Mind. It's like every other attack in this game, it's just like, they move, and then like Calm Mind gets this like really like extra sort of little drop falling into water. There's some like anime opening or ending that has like something similar to that, or there's probably like 500 of them, but like whatever. So yeah, I was like, it was like she's just not that into you. It was like I just knew that I wasn't really that like invested, and then I like just didn't feel like recording. There was like over the last couple of weeks, like I think I've just been going through a little bit of like a little bit of like a slump in that, and I forgot to set my timer, my stopwatch. But I'll do it now, and I know I've been recording for like 5 minutes, so like the Dark Pulse versus like, what is my special attack? 65. It's like Dark Pulse versus Foul Play. Well, might as well go over Tackle, because it's not like I'm ever going to use that. I guess I've just been like in a little bit of a slump. Like, you know, it's like this crap, and when I say crap, it's like, you know what I'm talking about. It's like this crap has been going on for a year, you know, at this stage. I'm not sure like about like in the various places where you might be. I'm not sure like what things are like, but here, like here the restrictions are that we can't really see anyone else. We can't go to somebody else's house. We can't like see anybody. It's like literally against the law to do so. You get fined for it, and we have to stay within a 5-kilometer radius. So 5 kilometers, for those of you using non-metric systems, is like what, like about 2 miles or something like that. So like you have to stay within like a 5-kilometer radius, which is extremely like, which is obviously very restrictive. And there are like no retail is open, so all non-essential retail is closed. You can't. The only shops that are open are things that are like absolutely essential, such as, what am I going to do against this thing? I suppose I could use Robocop. Where are all my like fire Pokemon when I need them here? It's like I don't know. There's like something, like there's some sort of like weird balance going on with my typing here. So like the only places that are open are supermarkets to get food, and supermarkets to get food, things like hardware, because obviously if you need to fix your house, you know, pharmacists and chemists, and places where you can buy pet food. Like, they're the only places that are open, and it's been that way for like, well, it was like lifted for a while in the summer last year, like summer and early autumn last year, but like since like November, it's been like, or October, it's been like this. And like, I know very well that it's for a good reason, and that it's extremely important, and I know that I'm doing the right thing by abiding by all of this, you know, but that doesn't stop the part of me that's a human being frustrated by it. The fact that, like, I haven't been pretty much outside of my house other than the same couple of places that I go and walk every single day, you know. Haven't seen anywhere else. I've been working from home, so like that divide between my home life and my work life doesn't even really exist at the moment, which is just all... Do you know what? I should have used Yuna. What am I thinking? Because like this is exactly why I have foul play, is for instances such as this. And the problem is that I keep forgetting that Dark is no longer not very effective against Steel, so... Because they took that out. They made Steel not weak against, or not, what do any of these things even do? Covet, Steel's targets it, so that's basically better Thief is what it is. Dark Pulse, Foul... I might even be slower than this thing, you never know. Nah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so, like, the part of me is just, like, getting down by all of this, and, like, I think knowing me over the past years, I've had kind of, like, dips and, like, highs and lows with this whole thing. Like, I think everybody, you know, I think everybody's had highs and lows where there have been times where it's been, like, difficult and times where it's been, like, tough, like, mentally taxing, you know. and where you've had to like work extremely hard to remind yourself of why we're doing this. But there have also been times where, and I'm going to switch into this guy actually, because the steel will be not very effective, and I think Ghost as well is also now normal effectiveness against steel, which it wasn't before. Keep needing to remind myself of that like old school knowledge isn't applicable. So yeah, I think that's like what's been wrong with me. I just haven't been interested in anything. Like literally there have been like days and weeks where I haven't wanted to do anything. I've kind of like been, it's kind of like been a weird combination of me being like not wanting to do anything, not being interested in doing anything, and also then not doing anything, and then also being angry at myself for not doing anything, if you know what I mean. So it's like being very like weird couple of weeks for me. So I think like that's why I'm not going to apologize, because I think like not kind of forcing myself to record videos when I really didn't feel like doing anything at all was like exactly the right thing to do. But I am happy to be here now, and I'm happy to get back to this. Oh, good job, Homer. Happy to have, and like to be honest, like it's like that's always the way, right? It's like now sitting here now doing this, I'm like, this is actually a really nice just distraction, you know. Could I maybe move faster than you again? You stupid horse! Ah, tax! You stupid horse. It's like I can't call something a stupid horse without thinking of that. I'm glad I taught this to him, actually, because water is just such a good attack to have for tight coverage. So yeah, that's the kind of long and short of it, really, is that just, I think I'd just been in that kind of like negative space over the past couple of weeks, and I totally I can totally condone that. No, not condone it. Condone is the wrong word, but I am not going to beat myself up over, or I'm not going to feel guilty over it, I guess is what I really want to say, because I think it's perfectly legit, you know. Because this like, again, it's been a year of this, and restrictions here are still extremely restrictive. Restrictions here are still extremely restrictive because there are different grades of restrictiveness, you know. And it's hard to kind of just be able to deal with that on a long term. So what I've been thinking to myself is like, there's a reason why it's a punishment to like put people in prison, right? Or to like put people under house arrest. There's a reason why that's a punishment, and it's because when you no longer have like freedom to decide where you go and what you do and when you do it, that is a punishing thing psychologically to human beings, you know. Here, another Pokemon that Yuna can't fight. I want like Yuna to be able to fight something, but so what I'm going to use. Why is this Pokemon such a high level compared to all the rest of them? Actually, can we talk about that? But it's probably going to be like the strongest one. Also, I think I have that like I have that ability Tough Claws with the French Kiss here. Now that I remember what I used to call her, which makes like all physical attacks like way stronger. And I think, funnily enough, does Stone Edge count as that? I think Stone Edge counts as that. I'm not sure. I think it like makes like all physical attacks or all contact attacks or something more powerful. Not that we need it. We're just like fast and strong. So yeah, that's just been like me over the past couple of weeks, and like I didn't want to be like sitting down here like forcing myself to play Twilight Princess. Finally, we're going to get a chance to show off Yuna here. Forcing myself to play Twilight Princess, an LP that I was enjoying so much, right? and then like only and so that's like why I wanted to not record, is because I didn't want to force myself to record, not be up to my standard, and then feel annoyed at myself for the videos that I had created, if you know what I mean. So like that's where I've been at, and I think that's like a legitimate thing. And I think given the choice between not recording videos for a month and forcing myself to record videos that I can't like be happy about and stand over in terms of their quality, and then the double whammy of then like being pissed off at myself for even doing that in the first place, I think the choice between those two things is clear. So yeah. But now we're here, and I'm actually so glad to be like here talking to you about this, you know, because that, like when I think about it, like LPing has always been that kind of good outlet for just venting this stuff in a way where like you can talk to nobody, like there's a certain way that you can talk to nobody that you can't talk to anybody else. And not to call you nobody, but when I say I'm talking to you, there's no like one specific person that I'm thinking about. It's almost like I'm talking to like thin air, which in one way then there's this isn't that great, is it, of a matchup here? I thought that we were going to do something great. Can Giorno learn like random things like Fire Blast and Thunderbolt and things like that the way that like regular Persian can? That's what I'm wondering now. I really like can't do very much against this thing, can I? Like, to be honest, like Homer is probably the best thing to fight this guy with. Either Homer or RoboCop, but I don't want to be using like RoboCop for every single battle. Because, like, it's like Empire, they're both, like, obviously going to be able to fight everything. So yeah, there's, like, a way that you can talk to nobody, which is almost like talking to yourself. And sometimes, like, to work through crap, you need to, like, talk to yourself, you know? If you know what I mean. You almost need to, like, have that, like, out-of-body experience where... That's nice. You know, you almost have to, like, have that out-of-body experience where you duplicate yourself. You stand up and you sit in a chair across from your own self, and then you just like talk it out with yourself, if you know what I mean. And like LPing is like a really good outlet for doing that, you know, in a way that in an even better way than a lot of other media, because like with LPing you still have something else that you're concentrating on, right? So there's still the game, and there's still the what's going on and what your goal is and the fun stuff that's happening in whatever game, you know. Whereas like a vlog or something like that, or a blog or anything, that's kind of more in a vacuum. Jeez, I wish I had an ice Pokemon right about now. I don't even have anything with a fairy type attack. Like this route is really like I suppose I can use Yuna. Maybe this will like give us a chance to see what foul play is all about. Like that, like a Knives Out of Daniel Craig with that weird accent that doesn't sound like it's supposed to be coming out of his mouth at all. Like when you first see Daniel Craig talk with that like Southern gentleman type accent, it's like it doesn't feel like he should be saying that. It doesn't feel like Daniel Craig should be talking with that voice. And then you get used to it. But that's what he says. He's like, I suspect foul play. Like that. It's strange. But yeah, so yeah, that's where I am at the moment. To be honest, like it feels good to just be like talking to nobody, and at the same time talking to you. And like the what was I going to say? It's like it's a good thing that it like that this route that's just kind of like a nice long route with some nice battles to narrate over is the next thing that was in this game, because at least I get to get all of this kind of off my chest or / off my chest before before moving on to something that I'd have to like engage with more, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So where are we going next? Giorno wants to move and learn Nasty Plot, which is like, compared to any of these things, to be honest, I should probably just go over Payday with it. Fake Out can still be handy in some situations, I guess, you know. Probably end up going over it with something else. But yeah, I must check whether Giorno can learn any of those like random things, like there's a policeman up there. I guess it was the choice between fighting a policeman and like whatever that guy is in DuckTales, the one that has dresses up like some sort of pilot, like Amelia Earhart or something. Oh, you saw me from all the way over there? And then you're like, waha! What are you, Wario? It's Wario on the wall! I was just talking about DuckTales, Donald. So no giggle it. Well, Giorno might... Well, no, we still won't be able to do anything about this thing. Well, he's weak against Steel, at least. Or at least we can use, I suppose at least we can use, Homer. I'll use Robocop. So what have all of you been up to over the past couple of weeks since I haven't been able to talk to you? I've been, so what I have been doing over the past couple of weeks is, I finally finished Octopath Traveler, and this is going to take like a million years since, this is going to take a million years since he used Iron Defense. But, I finally finished Octopath Traveler, and when I say finished, I didn't actually technically finish it, because I know there's like a final super boss. But I finished it in terms of, I completed all four chapters of all 8 characters' stories, so... And I must say, like, that is, like, one game where I would love to LP. Like I think, like, the next, like, if I was going to do, like, a next RPG, like, if I was going to do... Because technically, like, the last big RPG that I did was Final Fantasy X, you know? That took it out of me. It was a long LP as well. It wasn't long in terms of number of videos. I think it was, like, 80-something videos, but it took me a long time to do. Like everything seems to these days, but, so that was the last one that I did, and actually, like, Octopath Traveler would be, like, a prime candidate for next JRPG. Here I am going to switch to Homer here. Homer or the Slab. Thing is, like, I need something to be using, like, special attacks against this thing. The only, like, special attack that Giorno has is a rock one at the moment, so I want to get him some diversity. Like, maybe, some, or her, maybe some, like a Dark Pulse actually would be useful to have on her if she learns it. I don't even know, what Alolan Persian even learns or not, so... But we'll see. But with Nasty Plot, I definitely want to be getting some better, like, special attacks on there. So yeah, I finished Octopath Traveler, loved it. Like, I think I really like... It's the kind of RPG where the style of it, like, really resonates with my, like, way of thinking. I guess I have to fight you as well, because you can probably see me from 5 million miles away, too. The style of it really resonates with my way of thinking in the same way that Final Fantasy X did, because, like, there's, in the same way that Final Fantasy X did, because it's one of those RPGs where, like, you really kind of, like, in order to break it apart, you have to strategize about the order of turns that are coming up and how you can make that work to your advantage. Well, here's finally a Pokemon, the Sultan from Aladdin, where you might be able to make this work. Might even try out our like nasty plot here, because nasty plot and power gem should be able to get us through. Taunt. Well, now we won't be able to. Is that the one where we can't use the same attacks twice in a row? I think, or is it the one where we're only able to use like attacking attacks or something? Yeah, look, see, nasty plot power gem. We are the power gem. Shouldn't be providing us much. This trainer, this gentleman or whatever, this ancient gentleman, reincarnated in our days. What am I going to use it? Well, Homer, I guess. Would be like the perfect candidate. We get to see phalanx. But, so yeah, like, the way to break the game apart is, like, to just really strategize about what order of attack are coming up and to control those order of attacks. So, like, there are certain abilities that, like, I just used all the time. Then, like, I just started using all the time because they were so useful, especially in boss battles. Like the one, like leg hold trap, I think is what it's called. The one where you force like the enemy to act at the end of every turn cycle and stuff like that. So like so it's really that kind of like strategic thinking where you think like several turns in advance, which I love. Like those are the kind of also this is really extra animation as well, whatever that's all about. It's almost like some sort of it's almost like in like Sonic Heroes, some like Team Chaotix, Team Blast or something, except without Vector shouting at you. So yeah, like that really resonated with me. What's he going to use? I didn't see. Grapplock, okay. We've got our own Octo Libre, whatever this thing is going to do with us. We'll just keep using Zen Headbutt. That quick draw is so nice. Even when we miss, it's still nice to know that we went first. Because basically, like, there are certain, like, RPGs that I wanted to play. Like, I've had, like, Dragon Quest XI, S, something, whatever it's called, like, title that's 500 words long. I've had that for, like, a good couple of months and just haven't played it. And the reason I haven't played it is because I had Octopath Traveler that I've been playing on and off for literal years. Like I think I started playing that game about like 3 years ago or 2 years. Whenever it came out, that's when I started playing it. And it's been one of those games that I just kind of like played it for about a month and then left it for about like 4 months and then came back and played it on and off again for maybe a week and left it for another 2 months or something like that. Like that's the way I've been playing it, which I like to have a game like that, and that's the way I play like when I play JRPGs or whatever, that's usually the way I end up playing them because another one? Jeez, this route doesn't let up, does it? Let's get the French kiss in here. We'll have like the cats and dogs. The cat rock, the dog rock. Great Pokemon and trainers really shine something special when they're on camera. So, whatever. So yeah, like I specifically haven't been playing Dragon Quest XI. His face looks like a fish. Sorry, but like it does. I specifically haven't been playing it because like I knew that I wanted to because I knew that I was playing Octopath Traveler. So now that I finished Octopath Traveler, I did start Jorno wants to be petted. How cute. Maybe I can fake out the Heliolisk. That would be good. Just stop him attacking. See, this is a situation where fake out can actually be useful, you know? Because we don't just lose a turn, you know? That's not great, actually, because that's super effective. I completely forgot about that. Oh well. this is going, well, it's not going, I was going to say like it's going badly. I'm talking like as if I'm going to lose. It's like, am I do we really expect me to lose this? I'll use the power gem. Give him the thunderbolt, Raichu. So I did start playing Dragon Quest XI. I feel like that's the kind of game, right, when I started playing it's... So, just for those of you who have played it, the point that I've played up until now... Ooh, the slab wants to learn Earthquake. That's really, really nice. I'm actually going to go over... Protect yourself inside of... Crafty Shield feels like it would be good. Do you know what? I'm going to use I'm going to go over Mean Look because it's just like not... I'm never going to use it, you know? So, it's the kind of game where, for those of you who've played it, just so you know, the point that I've played up to... Of course you'd hit with that thing. Oh well, thanks French Kiss. The point that I've played up to is, I'm only just after getting to the second place in the game. And by place I don't mean like city or town, I mean like the second part of the world is the best way to call it. What did it say was being sent out? I don't know. Send out Robocop. Because Robocop is just the most versatile Pokemon I have at the moment. The, oh, this thing. No, it's okay. I can use Hammer Arm on that. Hammer Arm. I'll just continue with the Power Gem. So I've gotten to the second world. I did the first part of that second world where we get the next two characters. And that's where I am at the moment. So the and I feel like, even though I've been playing the game for like, I think something like 7 hours at this stage or something like that, I feel like I've only barely started. Like, it's almost like, it's like, imagine if you played Ocarina of Time for 8 hours, and after 8 hours, you had only just, like, left, after 8 hours, you would only just got to Goron City or something. That's the way it feels. No, Bullet Punch, obviously. Just to take this guy out. Like, that's literally how it feels. So I feel like I've just started playing this game that is so monumental in scale, I don't even know what to do. Like, not that I don't know what to do, but I feel like almost... I feel almost like humbled by the scale of this game that I'm after starting to play, and it's kind of a cool feeling because I think the last time I felt like they have another Pokemon. Oh yeah, they do. Oh well, this will be a good. Well, I'll just Bullet Punch on him again and Power Gem. Like the last time I played a game where I felt like humbled by its scale has literally been, I think, probably Final Fantasy XII. I think that's the last time I've played, or well, Final Fantasy XII or Breath of the Wild, I guess, but like, let's stick to like similar things here. Yuna, why not? I'm just gonna use Bullet Punch on him and kill him anyway. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment, and it feels really cool. Like, I'm enjoying it very, very much. So, Dark Pulse. So there's that. What other games have I been playing? Well, what I did do, well, no, I'll talk about that in the next video. It probably is the best thing. I'm not going like starting that whole conversation now. When we're just at the end of this route here, and this video is going on for like 35 minutes or something like that, but I feel like it's good. We haven't been here for a while, so we can afford to have a nice long video where we get into some meaty conversation here. I actually played some more Splatoon 2 for the first time in ages. So yeah, there's that too. And here we are. We're almost at Winden. I love like the cinematics of how like you just come up over the crest of the hill, and then it's just all laid out in front of you. The snow gives way to like nice green pastures like this. You have the Corvus Squire flying past, but thank you all for watching this video. I'm going to leave it off here, and in the next part we'll enter Winden, and we'll see where the story takes us next. Thank you for waiting and for your patience. I feel so good to have talked that out with all of you. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Glad to be here making videos with you again. I'll see you again. Bye now. Oh, I thought he was waving. He wasn't. I thought he was waving bye-bye, but wasn't. He was just like rubbing his forehead.